Dynamic Mental Laws for Successful Living. Inspired by Anthony Norell, written and published by Audible Aria. In this audiobook, we're diving into the wisdom of Anthony Norell, who has taught us so much about the law of attraction, magnetism, and how to bring abundance into our lives. Exploring Norell's ideas from his book Dynamic Mental Laws for Successful Living, he talks about something called the master motives, which are like powerful forces pushing you towards your goals. According to Norell, there are 6 main urges that drive us to chase after our dreams. By understanding these motives, we can unlock our potential and reach new heights in our lives. It's all about tapping into these driving forces to make our dreams a reality. Discovering the secret to achieving big things, there are 6 simple but powerful desires that push people to pursue their dreams. Once you grasp these basic desires, you can use them smartly to push yourself closer to what you want. Not only that, but you can also understand and influence others better. These 6 basic desires are 1. The life urge, 2. The hunger urge, 3. The social urge, 4. The ego or power urge, 5. The love urge, and 6. The spiritual urge. First, the life urge. Have you ever thought about what keeps us going in life? Well, there's something inside all of us that's really powerful. It's called the urge to stay alive, or self-preservation. This urge is like a big engine that keeps us moving forward, giving us a reason to keep going and trying our best. It doesn't matter if you're a tiny insect or a human like us. Every living thing has this instinct. It's all about protecting and taking care of ourselves, making sure we stay alive and well. Think about it. When you feel hungry, your body tells you to eat. When you're cold, you find a way to stay warm. All of these little things are part of that urge to stay alive. It's like our bodies are always looking out for us, making sure we're okay. And it's not just about surviving day to day. This urge also drives us to reach for our dreams and succeed in life. It's what pushes us to keep trying, even when things get tough. Sometimes, when people feel really alone and like they don't have anyone who cares about them, something strange can happen. They might start doing things that are bad for them on purpose. It's like they're trying to hurt themselves, even though deep down, they want to keep living. This might seem strange, but doctors who study the connection between the mind and the body call it the will to die. It's a phenomenon where people engage in behaviors that harm them because they feel so alone and hopeless. But here's the thing. Having people who care about you and things to look forward to can make a big difference. When you feel connected to others and like you have a purpose in life, that urge to stay alive gets stronger. It's like having a light in the darkness, guiding you through tough times. For instance, some people excessively smoke, drink alcohol, or take drugs despite knowing the risks to their health. They might be unconsciously trying to end their lives due to feelings of guilt or unworthiness. These habits, driven by misguided emotions, can speed up their demise, even though they know it's bad for them. It's like they're trying to numb the pain inside, even if it means hurting themselves more. Having a sense of purpose and connection to others can strengthen the desire to live, while feeling alone or unworthy can lead to destructive behaviors that undermine one's own well-being. The life urge is all about 2 main things: keeping yourself safe and finding meaning in what you do. Think about someone who starts a business. Sure, they want to make money, but often there's something deeper driving them. Maybe they're passionate about what they're doing, or they want to solve a problem they see in the world. This sense of purpose helps them push through tough times and keeps them going. Implement the will to live. You can implement the will to live by having something worthwhile to live for. Here are some of the things worth living for. 1. To educate your children. 2. To protect your family and give them security. 3. To create something great to help the world. 4. To develop your gifts and talents to give them out in creative work. 5. To enjoy the companionship of other people and share with them the fruits of your thoughts and labors. Living solely for wealth or fame won't bring as much happiness or fulfillment as having a clear purpose in life. To enjoy good health and a long life, it's crucial to have a meaningful goal to work towards. This goal should align with one or more of the 6 master motives we are discussing here. Take the example of J.P. Morgan, who was incredibly wealthy but chose not to retire. When asked why, he pointed out that his friend's father retired and died shortly after. This highlights the importance of staying active and engaged even after leaving formal employment. Studies show that people who retire often experience mental and physical decline and have a shorter lifespan. So it's essential to stay busy and pursue activities you enjoy to keep your mind and body active. Having hobbies and interests beyond work is vital for overall well-being. Engaging in activities keeps your brain and body cells active and healthy. Inaction and disuse can lead to deterioration of cells and loss of function. Therefore, it's beneficial to have both a career and hobbies that keep you engaged and fulfilled throughout your life. This way, you can maintain good health and vitality for longer. Next, the hunger urge. Have you ever felt really hungry, like your tummy is growling and you just can't wait to eat? That's called the hunger urge, and it's a big deal in life. A lot of the time when we're awake, we're busy working to earn money so we can buy food. It's like our bodies are always reminding us that we need to eat to stay strong and healthy. But did you know that besides the hunger for food, there are other kinds of hunger too? These are related to our thoughts and feelings, not just our bodies. Have you ever felt a strong desire for something, like you just can't stop thinking about it? Well, that's what we call a hunger urge, and it's not just about food. Another important part of our hunger urges is our sexual desires. When we feel attracted to someone and want to be close to them, that's our body telling us we have a sexual desire. Just like feeling hungry makes us want to eat, feeling sexually attracted makes us want to connect with someone in a special way. But here's the thing. It's important to manage these urges well. When we can control our sexual desires in a healthy way, they can actually motivate us to be more creative and put in more effort in other areas of our lives. So it's not just about satisfying our physical hunger with food. It's also about fulfilling our intellectual and emotional needs and managing our sexual desires in a way that's healthy for us and the people around us. By understanding and respecting our hunger urges, we can live happier and more fulfilling lives. The hunger urge is more than just about eating when we're hungry. It can also be about controlling others through food or resources. It's not just about food. It can be about other things too. Take learning, for example. Some people just can't get enough of it. It's not always about getting ahead in a job. It's more about a craving for knowledge and understanding. This hunger for learning pushes them to explore new ideas and experiences. So what are you hungering for in life? It could be something simple like food or something deeper. Are you aware of what drives you, what keeps you going and makes you excited about life? It's worth thinking about. Now, how to use the hunger urge. The first rule of self-control is to manage your desires rather than letting them control you. Whether it's eating, drinking, or indulging in any physical pleasure, it's essential to do so in moderation. Moderation means not overdoing it, keeping things balanced. Doing things in moderation won't harm your body. However, if you let your desires run wild, especially the urge to eat too much, it can lead to problems like obesity, sickness, looking older than you are, and even shorten your life. So it's important to keep your desires in check and not let them get out of control. The second rule. You can use someone's hunger to help them and also to persuade them to agree with you. If someone is hungry, don't try to convince them of something or sell them anything. First, give them food to eat. After they've eaten, they'll be more open to listening to what you have to say or considering your offer. So, by satisfying their hunger first, you can increase the chances of them agreeing with you or being interested in what you have to offer. The third rule. Understanding the social importance of sharing a meal with someone else is crucial. In the Bible, you'll often see Jesus eating with his disciples in public. Eating together creates a feeling of unity and brotherhood among people. Many business people understand this and often make important deals during lunches, dinners, or cocktail parties. When you want to form a closer connection with someone, consider inviting them to share a meal with you. Whether it's a lunch, dinner, or just drinks, dining together can create a sense of closeness that might not happen in a formal business setting. However, it's also important to be aware of when someone might be trying to take advantage of you by using food or drinks to influence you unfairly. So, while sharing a meal can be a great way to build relationships, it's essential to be cautious about agreeing to business deals or signing contracts when someone is trying to ply you with excessive food or drinks. Next, the social urge. Have you ever felt the need to be around others, to have friends who care about you? That's what we call the social urge, and it's something almost everyone feels. It's our natural instinct to want to spend time with other people and be part of a group. Think about it. When you're with friends or family, you feel happy and connected, right? That's because our social urge is at work, making us want to be around others and share experiences. But here's the cool part. You can use this urge to your advantage. By embracing your desire to be social, you can work on improving your personality and becoming more attractive to others. It's all about being friendly, approachable, and open to making new friends. The social urge, which is all about wanting to connect with others and feel accepted. This is something that's a part of everyone, like a built-in need. Think about networking in your job or career. Sure, it's about finding opportunities, but it's also about making connections with people who share your interests. We all want to feel like we belong somewhere, and that our efforts are recognized. What's interesting is that Norell suggests fulfilling this urge in others as a way to satisfy it for yourself. In other words, when you make someone else feel good or boost their social status, it can also benefit you. By complimenting people and helping them feel valued, you're building a stronger social circle for yourself. It's important to recognize that many people struggle with loneliness, especially now when a lot of us are spending more time at home. Feeling alone can be really tough, but it's okay to reach out and connect with others. Joining groups or finding activities you enjoy can help fulfill that social urge and make you feel more connected. And remember, just like you have this urge to connect, so do others. So by reaching out and making others feel included, you're not only helping them, but you're also strengthening your own social connections. The social urge is about building relationships and friendships with others. It's important for us to feel connected to the people around us. Now, how to use the social urge. 1. Allow your desire to socialize to motivate you to become a better person mentally. When you improve yourself, you're more likely to attract friends who have high standards. How can you be certain you'll make friends? Emerson gave the perfect advice. If you want a friend, be a friend. This means that by being friendly and kind, you'll naturally draw people towards you who value those qualities. So, focus on being the kind of person you'd like to have as a friend, and you'll find that friendship comes naturally. 2. Work on improving your ability to have conversations with others. You can do this by learning about things like speaking clearly, using good grammar, and having a pleasant voice. Read good books and stay updated on what's happening in the world. When you're talking to someone, choose topics that they're interested in. Remember, conversation is about both people participating. Don't dominate the conversation. Instead, let the other person join in and share their thoughts too. It's important to listen as much as you speak and to make the conversation enjoyable for both parties. 3. To broaden your horizons and pursue your interests, keep in mind that you're surrounded by people. Much of your success will come through connections with others. So make an effort to meet as many of the right people as you can. Consider joining clubs or church groups where you'll encounter influential and important individuals. It's just as simple to get to know people who are driven and accomplished as it is to waste time on those who lack ambition. So focus your efforts on building relationships with people who can support your goals and aspirations. 4. When you take a vacation, consider going to a place where you can meet people who could be helpful to you later on. This doesn't mean you should be sneaky and only hang out with wealthy or important individuals. Instead, think about the advice given by a Quaker father to his daughter: don't marry for money, but go where money is. This means that you should surround yourself with people who are in environments where there are opportunities for success. So, when choosing a vacation spot, think about places where you can meet a diverse range of people who might offer valuable connections or insights for your future endeavors. Next, the ego or power urge. Have you ever heard someone talk about their ego? It's a big deal for a lot of people. But what exactly is the ego, and why does it matter? Well, in psychology, the ego is like a little voice inside our heads that helps us understand ourselves. It's the part of our mind that makes us who we are. Think of it like a mirror that reflects our thoughts, feelings, and actions back to us. But that's not all. In psychoanalysis, the ego is seen as something even more important. It's like the captain of a ship, steering us through life's ups and downs. It's the part of our mind that helps us make decisions and control our impulses. Ever feel like there's a part of you that just wants to do whatever it wants, without thinking about the consequences? That's what we call the ID, and it's a big part of our minds. The ID is like a wild animal inside us, full of energy and instincts. It's the part of our mind that wants what it wants, when it wants it. But here's the thing, it's all happening without us even realizing it. Now, a lot of people think that sexual desires are the main thing driving our actions. And sure, they play a big role, but it's not the only thing. The ID is like a big mix of all sorts of desires and instincts, not just sexual ones. Back in the day, a famous psychologist named Freud thought that sexual desires were the most important thing driving us. But now we know it's not that simple. Sure, sexual desires are a big deal, but they're just one part of the puzzle. The ego urge is what makes people desire recognition and acceptance from others. So wanting to be noticed and appreciated is a powerful force that drives many of our actions and decisions. The urge to have nice things like a beautiful home, a fancy car, or stylish clothes is what we call the ego urge. It's what drives people to work hard for jobs or positions that give them high status in life. But when we talk about the ego in this context, it's different from being selfish or conceited. Instead, it's about developing a personality that can confidently interact with others. This means cultivating what we call the ego or power urge. It's not about being self-centered. It's about having the confidence and strength to navigate social situations gracefully. The ego or power urge, which is the desire for recognition and influence. Some people might think they've moved past this urge, but it's important to realize that it's still there. Wanting recognition or influence isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can motivate us to achieve our goals and make a positive impact. But it's also important to be aware of the negative side of this urge. Sometimes it can lead to selfish behavior or a focus on personal gain at the expense of others. So while it's natural to want recognition and influence, it's important to use that desire in a positive way that benefits not only ourselves, but also those around us. But let's make it clear, I'm not talking about being selfish. There's a way to satisfy this urge in a positive way, and that's by helping others. When you shift your focus from just thinking about yourself to wanting to make a positive impact on your community, that's when you're using this urge constructively. Now, how to use the ego or power urge. 1. Have you ever felt really good when someone told you how great you are? Well, guess what? Other people feel the same way too. It's natural for everyone to want to feel appreciated. So why not spread some happiness and make someone's day? It's as easy as showing appreciation to the people you know. When someone does something well, let them know. Maybe your friend cooked a delicious meal or your sibling helped you with your homework. Whatever it is, give them a pat on the back and say, "Great job." And hey, don't forget to compliment your friends when they wear something nice and new. A simple, "You look fantastic," can really make someone smile. Oh, and here's a really important one. Remember special dates like birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays like Valentine's Day and Christmas. A little gesture like sending a card or a message can mean a lot to someone. And speaking of messages, don't forget to send thank you messages or cards when someone does something nice for you. It's a great way to show that you appreciate their kindness. Forgetting significant dates like anniversaries or birthdays can cause strain in relationships. It's not just about missing a date, it can reflect deeper issues in the relationship, so it's crucial to pay attention to these details to maintain healthy and satisfying connections with others. 2. You can strengthen your own confidence and sense of power by overcoming feelings of being less important or capable. How? By focusing on self-improvement and mental growth. Taking this course shows that you're already working on building valuable qualities for yourself. This kind of self-improvement should be a lifelong journey. You can continue to grow by learning new things and expanding your skills. For example, you could study a new language like Italian or join a dance group to improve your social skills. You can also stay informed about what's happening in the world by subscribing to magazines that cover global issues and current events. Try to spend at least an hour a day reading instead of watching too much TV or movies. Engaging in activities that challenge your mind and expand your knowledge will boost your confidence and give you the ability to influence others positively. So, keep focusing on personal growth and learning throughout your life. 3. Take some time to look at your face in the mirror, trying out different expressions like greed, hate, fear, and worry. Notice how these negative emotions make you look unattractive and push people away. Now change those expressions to ones of hope, faith, goodness, love, and beauty. See how your face instantly transforms from negative to positive and becomes more appealing. Make it a habit to smile as often as you can. A smile adds a special charm to your personality and makes you more approachable. If you have any dental issues that can be fixed by seeing a dentist, it's worth investing in. Having a healthy smile can greatly improve your appearance and your confidence, making it one of the best investments for your future well-being. Next, the love urge. Have you ever felt like you just want to make the world a better place? Well, guess what? That feeling comes from a really powerful place: love. But hold on a second. What exactly do we mean by love? Some people think it's just about romance and marriage, and sure, that's a big part of it. But love is so much more than that. Love is about caring for others and wanting to see them happy. It's about being kind, compassionate, and understanding. It's about showing people that they matter and that they're valued. Now, some people think that love and sex should only happen within marriage. But you know what? That's not necessarily true. It's a personal decision guided by your own conscience and what feels right for you. There's no strict rule about such an important aspect of relationships. So, whether you're in a romantic relationship or not, remember that love is what drives us to be better people. It's what inspires us to make a difference in the world, whether it's through small acts of kindness or big acts of love. Love is a big word, but it's not just about hearts and flowers. There are so many different kinds of love, and each one is special in its own way. First, there's the love between parents and children. It's the kind of love that makes parents want to protect and care for their kids, no matter what. Then, there's the love between friends. It's the kind of love that makes you laugh, cry, and share your deepest secrets with someone who's always there for you. And let's not forget about love for one's country. It's the kind of love that makes you proud to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Of course, there's also love for a partner in marriage. It's the kind of love that makes your heart skip a beat and your stomach flutter with excitement. And on an even broader scale, there's love for all humanity and for God. It's the kind of love that fills your heart with compassion and kindness for everyone you meet. No matter what kind of love you're talking about, one thing's for sure: it can enrich your life in so many ways. Love brings people together, heals wounds, and makes the world a better place. The desire to love is strong in humans, and it's not just about romantic love, it's about caring for family, friends, and all people. When we volunteer for charity, it shows this urge to love. People volunteer not only to help others but also because they want to express their love and kindness. Love isn't always just good. It has both positive and negative sides. Sometimes, the love for ourselves can lead us to do things that hurt or control others. Now, how to use the love urge. 1. Love is an emotion that's important to express every day, as we've discussed. Start by showing love to the people who are closest to you, like your family and friends. Then, try extending that love to others in your life, like your co-workers, boss, landlord, and neighbors. When you show love in your interactions, people can feel it, and they're likely to respond positively and warmly. Emerson had a great insight about love. He said, "Love and you shall be loved," which means that when you show love to others, you'll often receive love in return. It's like a mathematical equation where both sides balance out. So, by practicing love in your daily life, you're not just benefiting others, but you're also creating a positive atmosphere that invites love back into your own life. 2. Here's a suggestion. Write these words on a small card and keep it in your purse or wallet so you can read it multiple times a day. I'm sending divine love to everyone I meet today. I believe they are divine and that God loves them, just like we're all God's beloved children. You could also write down a Bible verse that says, "God is love," and another one from the New Testament that talks about Jesus' teaching. "I give you a new commandment, love one another." This reminder can help you focus on spreading love throughout your day. By seeing these words often, you can reinforce the idea of treating everyone with kindness and respect, knowing that we're all connected through love. So keeping these thoughts close can guide you in your interactions and help you create a more loving and compassionate world around you. 3. Think about wanting to share your love with someone who's very special to you, like a partner or spouse, someone you trust and confide in. When you feel close to that person, it can inspire you to be more creative. Many great artworks, music pieces, books, and other creative works have been made by people who were in love. For example, the Taj Mahal, one of India's most famous monuments, was built by a great ruler in memory of his beloved wife. So, having someone you love deeply can bring out your creativity and inspire you to create beautiful things. It's like love acts as a powerful fuel for our imagination and talents, leading to amazing works of art and expression. 4. Here's some advice. Get married and start a family when you're young, as soon as you can. This can be really helpful for young people who want to feel motivated and successful in what they do. Having your own family to take care of can give you a lot of energy, both mentally and physically. You'll feel driven to work hard to make sure your family has a secure future. It's also a good idea to invest in things like buying a home. You might need to take on some debt to get things like a car or furniture for your house, but that's okay. Trust in your own creativity and resourcefulness to provide security and comfort for you and your family. So, starting a family and working towards building a stable life for them can be a great source of motivation and drive for young people. Next, the spiritual urge. Have you ever felt like there's something bigger than just us out there? That's what we call the desire to connect with God. It's a feeling deep inside us that makes us want to love and understand God more than anything else. This desire for a connection with something greater than ourselves is what sets us apart from animals. It's what makes us human. Think about it. Even people who say they don't believe in God often turn to thoughts of the divine when they're facing something big, like death. In those moments, their soul seeks comfort and peace in the belief that there's something more out there, something bigger than themselves. It's like we're all searching for answers, for meaning, for something to hold on to when life gets tough. And for many people, that something is God. Each of us feels a deep need to understand life better and to feel connected to something greater than ourselves. Some people might pray or meditate regularly to feel this connection. Everyone follows this urge in their own way, so it's not just about stating the obvious. It's about recognizing that these urges have two sides. They can either help or harm us, depending on how we use them. When you grasp how these urges shape your life and actions, you gain a powerful tool to inspire yourself and others positively. Everyone is driven by these urges, which are like the main reasons for what we do. Understanding them helps you understand yourself and others better. You can use these urges to make positive changes in the world, or you can misuse them to cause harm and chaos. Dictators often manipulate these urges, while loving people also use them for good. Now, how to use the spiritual urge. 1. Have faith in God and His wisdom, power, and presence everywhere. It's like believing in a guiding force that shapes the world and watches over every living thing. This belief can give people strength and comfort, especially in challenging times. When you have faith in God, you see the world differently. You see beauty in the smallest details and find peace in knowing that you're not alone. You believe that there's a purpose to everything, even if it's not always clear. 2. Consider joining a church that feels right for you and worshipping with others who also believe in God. Being part of a religious community can give you a comforting sense of security and support in a spiritual setting. It's a way to connect with others who share your beliefs and find strength in collective worship. Make it a habit to pray every day, both when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep at night. Thank God for the good things you have in your life and ask for guidance to lead you to a better life. Prayer is a way to connect with God, express gratitude, and seek help with your challenges and aspirations. Believe in the strength of God to guide and shape your life. The Bible says, anything is possible if you have faith. So, trust in God's ability to help you overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. 5. Every day try to follow the 10 Commandments, which are guidelines for living a good life. Additionally, remember the Golden Rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. This means being kind and respectful to everyone around you. It's also a good idea to remember and think about the Sermon on the Mount, a famous speech given by Jesus. This sermon teaches important lessons about how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Try to understand the teachings from this sermon and apply them to your own life. This might involve being forgiving, showing love to others, and striving to be a better person every day. 6. It's important to practice certain spiritual virtues in life. These virtues include love, faith, hope, charity, which means giving to others, forgiveness, tolerance, which means accepting differences, and doing good deeds. These virtues are like unwritten rules that guide our spirits to be kind and caring. Living by these principles can actually make you feel better mentally. You'll experience a sense of inner peace and calmness that nothing can shake. When you treat others with love and forgiveness, and when you have faith and hope for the future, you'll find a deep sense of contentment within yourself. Life is like a journey, full of ups and downs. Along the way, we may achieve success and gather material rewards. But is that all there is to it? Success and wealth are nice, but they're not everything. Life is about more than just what we have or how much we've achieved. It's also about who we become along the way. As we travel through life's twists and turns, it's crucial to keep growing and learning. This means seeking truth and wisdom in all aspects of our lives. It's about constantly evolving and becoming better versions of ourselves. Sure, success might bring us temporary happiness, but true fulfillment comes from inner growth and understanding. It's about finding meaning and purpose beyond material possessions. So, let's not get too caught up in the chase for success and wealth. Instead, let's focus on nurturing our minds and souls. Let's strive to become wiser, kinder, and more compassionate human beings. In the end, it's not about how much we have, but about how much we've grown and how deeply we've understood the world around us. Ever heard the saying, "Man shall not live by bread alone"? It's a reminder that life is about more than just food and the things we can touch. Sure, our bodies need food to survive, but there's something deeper that we crave. It's like our souls have hunger too, for fulfillment and meaning. Think about it. Have you ever felt like there's something missing, even when you have everything you need? That's because our souls long for something more than just material stuff. We're not satisfied with just eating and sleeping. We want to feel alive, to find purpose in what we do. That's why we're always searching for deeper truths and experiences. It's like there's a part of us that knows there's more to life than meets the eye, and that's okay. It's what makes us human, to seek out meaning and connection beyond our physical existence. Now, what are permanent values? They're like the guiding stars that shine bright no matter where we are or what we're doing in life. These values stick with us through thick and thin, shaping who we are and how we live. Picture this: you're on a journey called life, and these values are your faithful companions. They're not just for certain moments or situations. They're with you always. Permanent values aren't about ticking boxes or following rules. They're about something deeper, constantly growing and improving in every aspect of life. Think about it. Mentally, we're always learning and expanding our minds. Physically, we're striving to stay healthy and strong. Emotionally, we're navigating the highs and lows of our feelings. And spiritually, we're seeking meaning and connection beyond ourselves. These values aren't separate pieces of a puzzle. They're the threads that weave together the fabric of our lives. They remind us to keep evolving, to keep striving for betterment in every way possible. Through studying the laws that govern life and the workings of the mind, you've gained a lot of valuable knowledge. This knowledge isn't just about facts and figures. It's about understanding what's right and wrong, how to behave well in society, how to handle our feelings, and how to connect with something greater than ourselves. These values are like tools that can make your life better and help you achieve great things. They're like a compass that can guide you through life's challenges and lead you to success. So as you continue on your journey, remember to keep growing and learning, and let these values be your guide to reaching your highest potential. Life is just the start of something much bigger. It's like a journey that leads us to something wonderful and cosmic, beyond what we can see or understand right now. As we move forward on this journey, we're entering into a mysterious realm that holds the key to our spiritual happiness. As we journey through life, we're like detectives trying to unravel the mysteries of tomorrow. But here's the thing: we don't have all the answers. The future remains shrouded in uncertainty, like a treasure waiting to be discovered. Yet as we grow and become more aware of ourselves and the world around us, something magical happens. We start to feel a special spark inside us, like a tiny flame flickering in the darkness. It's like we're awakening to a new understanding, a deeper connection with ourselves and the universe. This awareness fills us with a sense of wonder and excitement, despite the unknowns that lie ahead. Sure, the future might be uncertain, but that's what makes life so thrilling. It's like embarking on a great adventure, where each twist and turn brings new discoveries and experiences. This special feeling is like a divine energy guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our purpose. It's like a gentle push that helps us navigate through life's challenges and find fulfillment. So as we continue on this journey, let's keep our hearts and minds open to the possibilities. Let's embrace the unknown with excitement and curiosity, knowing that we're on the path to discovering our true selves and reaching our fullest potential. Once you finish this audiobook, it's just the beginning of your journey into exploring the incredible world of the mind and spirit. Here's some advice to help you get ready for the amazing adventures ahead. Keep seeking truth, knowledge, beauty, love, and goodness. Think of it like a treasure hunt, where each new discovery enriches your life and helps you grow. The things you've learned are like precious gems waiting to be polished and cherished. Make a habit of revisiting what you've learned every few months. This way, it stays fresh in your mind and continues to inspire you. And as you go forward in life, don't stop searching for even more wisdom and understanding. There's always more to learn and explore, so keep your curiosity alive and let it lead you to new discoveries. When you come across tough and upsetting situations that disturb your peace of mind, think of this advice as your go-to source of encouragement. It's like finding an oasis in the desert when you're tired and thirsty. If you feel like your enthusiasm for life has faded and problems are weighing you down, take a moment to revisit the steps for reaching your goals. This can help clear your mind and lift your mood. You'll feel renewed and ready to keep moving forward toward your dreams with fresh energy and determination. If there comes a time in the future when you're not seeing improvements in your life or you're not happy with your work situation, don't worry. You can always go back to the laws that help you demonstrate and increase your wealth. These laws are like a boost of energy for your mind and imagination. They'll help you feel motivated and inspired to work hard and achieve success, both mentally and physically. So if things aren't going as planned, remember that you have the power to turn things around with these laws. Your journey of growing and improving should be like following the natural order of things. It means always working to make your mind better. You should aim to become a better version of yourself by refining your personality, thinking about what's best, managing your feelings, and finding the spiritual side of everything you go through. To achieve this ambitious goal of growing in every aspect of your life, you can learn how to connect with divine guidance. This can help you live a more fulfilling life. Also, learning how to use the power of your mind can give you control over where your life is headed. So, keep growing and learning and embrace the guidance and power that's available to you. It's important to keep learning and growing throughout your life. This means not just in school, but in all areas of knowledge that interest you. Take the time to read other self-help books and always work on improving your mind, talents, and who you are as a person. Remember, knowledge is like having a superpower. Once you've learned a lot and gained wisdom, you'll start to see the world in a whole new way. Life will feel better and more fulfilling as you open your mind to new experiences and emotions that are deeper and more meaningful. So keep exploring and expanding your understanding of the world around you. The more you learn, the richer your life will become. Lastly, keep your mind engaged and growing with the ideas discussed in this audiobook. Something amazing happens. Your brain and body cells become more magnetic, which means you'll become more attractive and draw in people who are interesting and valuable to your life. Having an active and progressive mind doesn't just affect your personality, it also gives your body a boost of energy. Science has shown that this kind of mental activity actually helps keep your body young and healthy. So, not only will you feel more lively and youthful, but you'll also increase your chances of living a long and fulfilling life. By sticking to a routine of mental activity, learning, and growth, you'll not only benefit from the knowledge you've gained from studying, but you'll also enhance your overall well-being and increase your chances of living a long, happy life. In ancient Indian Sanskrit, there's a term called dharan, which means reaching the ultimate fulfillment of all your deepest dreams and goals. It's like reaching for the stars and holding on to high thoughts. If you keep aiming high and believing in yourself, you'll eventually reach your true purpose in life. So stay focused on your dreams and keep striving to make them a reality. This chapter and its ending are all about your inner drives and desires. Have you ever thought about what really pushes you forward in life? Sometimes it's surprising how little we know about what motivates us. But if we can understand these urges better, we can change them, adjust them, and use them to our advantage. Many times we find ourselves not doing things we want to do simply because we lack the motivation. We might look at a task and know we should do it, but we just don't feel the urge to get started. That's what we call laziness. So it's important to understand these 6 urges mentioned earlier. And as Norell wraps up, it's also crucial to grasp the laws of the mind and keep on learning and growing. This continuous process of accumulating knowledge is what will truly help us achieve our dreams and shape the reality we want to live in. Each urge has 2 sides. It's like a coin with a bright side and a dark side. Let's take a closer look at this idea using the life urge as an example. On the dark side, there's fear. Imagine feeling afraid all the time, worried that someone might hurt you. This fear can be powerful and overwhelming, controlling how you see the world. In politics, fear can be used as a tool. Some politicians might try to scare people by saying things like, "These people are coming to get you," or "This thing is dangerous." They use fear to manipulate and control others. But here's the thing. Urges aren't all bad. They have a bright side too. Fear, for instance, can also be a signal, warning us of potential dangers. It's like a built-in alarm system, helping us stay safe in risky situations. When we understand our urges better, we can learn to navigate them wisely. We can recognize when fear is being used to manipulate us and when it's genuinely helping us stay alert. But there's also a positive side to these urges. When we understand them and use them in a positive way, we can make a real difference in the world. So, instead of letting these urges control us, let's learn to harness them for good and make a positive impact on the world around us. I suggest you take some time to sit down and really think about these 6 urges. As Norell points out at the end, when you start to understand the deeper principles of life, not just these urges, you can make changes in your life. This process of understanding and evolving is ongoing. It never really stops. You're always a part of it. I'm sharing this knowledge with you not as a definite answer, but more as a thought to ponder. These urges are what drive you, and they might be leading you astray from the reality you want. Maybe you're afraid of something, or you're longing for something that's not helping you. So take some time to sit quietly and reflect on these urges. When you truly understand them, you'll understand yourself better. It's a very empowering realization. Thank you for listening.